What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing the Knicks off-season predictions. Make sure to stick around for the middle of the video where there will be questions of the day. We're going to be answering all the questions you guys left in the previous video. So if you want me to answer a question, leave it down in this video and I'll be answering it in the very next video. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come join Crush Nation. We're trying to reach 1,700 right now and then 10K by 2019. Thank you guys so much for clicking on, and let's go ahead and enjoy this one. So for the goals of the video, what we're going to be doing is fixing the logjam at the point guard position. This team has 3 different point guards that could potentially start for them, so we need to fix that right away because that's not going to work. It didn't work with the Suns, and it's not going to work with the Knicks. And we're going to trade Courtney Lee because his contract's decent and they can get some money from it because it's not a terrible contract and he's still a nice scorer in the NBA, or a nice shooter in the NBA anyway. And then address the center position. We don't have a solid center, so that's what we're going to be doing because we're not re-signing Enes Kanter, that's for sure. So let's go ahead, jump into it. The New York Knicks. Yes, we're doing the New York Knicks today, and of course, this team is just in a little bit of a funk. I mean, they had 3 point guards on the roster that were all doing okay. You know, you had Trey Burke, you had a Moutier, and you still have Frank Ntilikina. So that's what I meant when I said fix the logjam at point guard. I'm not sure what we're gonna do quite yet because I know not all these guys can be on the roster. Like, not 3 point guards. I don't want to do that. The Suns did that at one point. It didn't really work out. So they definitely need to fix that. Tim Hardaway is obviously the starting shooting guard right now. Courtney Lee is going to be traded because he can give us a little bit more cap space, and his contract's not too bad. I feel like a team could take him on easily. So we're definitely going to be trading Courtney Lee today. They're not going to be able to trade Joakim Noah. As much as I want to do that today, I can't do it because no one in the NBA is going to take on this guy. It's just not going to happen. The Knicks cannot trade Joakim Noah. It cannot happen. He's too expensive, doesn't do much. So the Knicks are really kind of stuck with him. So sucky for the Knicks that they are stuck with him, but not much I can do about it. So now when we go through the offseason, let's see what we can do with this New York Knicks team, man. I definitely need to fix this team quite up a bit. Obviously, though, we're just predicting their offseason, so I can't go too crazy. Let's see what pick we get with the 9th. We get the 9th pick. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's go to staff signing. They did fire Jeff Hornacek, so we're definitely going to fire him. And then who do we want out here? I think the New York Knicks have reached out like Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, which I think those would be some nice coaches to grab. But of course, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab one of these guys that are available out here. I see Jason Kidd, so why not? I'll do that. Jason Kidd, welcome to the team. Probably, yes, Jason Kidd is on the New York Knicks. Cool. All right, so now we go to the NBA draft. We have the 9th pick. This is where you want to start to trade. I want to trade Courtney Lee. Cap holds. I think the Knicks should bring back Michael Beasley for sure. Trey Burke, I think they should bring him back as well. I think the guy that they should really consider trading is Frank Ntilikina. I know it's kind of too soon, or maybe not Frank Ntilikina. I mean, Emmanuel Moutier. I think they should maybe trade a Moutier, but I have a feeling if they did trade Joakim Noah, if they attach Frank Ntilikina with it, they might be able to do it. And I don't think I'm going to do that today because I think Frank does have some potential to him, but if the Knicks really wanted to get rid of Joakim Noah's contract, that's how they could do it. But I'm going to go ahead and trade Courtney Lee right here. We have the 9th pick and the 7th pick in the 2nd round. So let's see what we can get for Courtney Lee. I would just like a cheap contract. J.R. Smith, Boban, Chandler Parsons, Tarek Nava, and the 2nd round pick, the 34th pick. I might just do that. Jay Crowder. I don't think the Jazz want to trade Jay Crowder. He's actually been a nice role player for them off the bench this year. Any Pacers picking up Courtney Lee would not be a bad pickup for them at all. Andre Roberson, that's not going to happen. Courtney Lee, Sean Livingston, Marcin Gortat. I think this Tyler Canava trade and the 2nd round pick, I think this could be something that could definitely happen. I mean, the Hawks could definitely use a guy like Courtney Lee in their backcourt. So you guys can have Courtney Lee. All right, now we have $7 million cap space. I think there's one more contract I do want to trade in. I think if you attached the 2nd rounder with this guy, I think someone would be willing to take him on. I'm not sure who. Lance Thomas, 30 years old. Let's see what's out there. The Mavericks will take him on for another 2nd round pick. We're going to do this. I think that's realistic. And then I don't think Enes Kanter will be back with his team, so I'm probably going to renounce his contract because, man, that is a lot of money. And I'm not going to sign Enes Kanter for that much money. Oh, he still has a player option. He'll decline it, though. Michael Beasley. Don't want to do that. Trey Burke, Ron Baker. Do they want to bring back Ron Baker? I'm sure they do. Luke Cornett. Now we're gonna do this. Damian Dotson. Didn't he have like a random good game at one point? Nah, not bringing you back. Troy Williams. No. Jarrett Jack. No. Ron Baker, Trey Burke, Kyle Quinn. Kyle Quinn still has a player option. So I think you want to bring all back. You want to bring back most of these guys. I think Ron Baker always comes back and Enes Kanter will decline. So we will renounce Enes Kanter when it does happen. So now it's time to address the point guard. I'm probably going to re-sign Trey Burke. Do I want to just have him as a backup shooting guard? Or do I... It's just, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't understand them trading for Moutier because they already had, you know, Frank Ntilikina. But I guess they wanted to see those two compete for the position. I don't know. I just really don't know. It's kind of a tough deal. So what we're going to do is just keep on going. Actually, we have the 9th pick. I got to address that as well. So should I try to move up in the draft? I don't know who I could trade to move up, though. I could trade Frank to Kina, but nah, it's not going to happen. All right. I'm going to go ahead, make our selection to the 9th pick, and see what we get. With the 9th pick, Mohamed Bamba is still out here. He's a center, and I think he's like a 70-something overall. So we're going to go ahead and take Mohamed Bamba. We need a center. I wanted to take Miles Bridges, but I've been taking him a lot lately, especially when it comes down to these later picks. But welcome to the team, Mohamed Bamba. You will be the center of the future. And just like I thought, Enes Kanter did decline, and Kyle Quinn and Ron Baker both come back. $8 million in cap space between the both of them. So let's see how much that affects our cap. So now going into qualifying offers, don't have any, and then moratorium day. Let's see what we got. So now player contracts, we got $5.99 million in cap space, and then as soon as we renounce Enes Kanter's contract, we should have some more. So now we have $32 million in cap space. That is enough to sign a max player, not gonna lie. But let's see what this roster is really looking like, though. So we got Emmanuel Moutier. Not really sure still what to do with them. Frank Ntilikina, I think he is still the point guard of this future, a point guard of the future for this team. Tim Hardaway, Ron Baker, Porzingis, of course. They don't have a small forward, so Kyle Quinn, Mohamed Bamba, and Joakim Noah. Of course, Joakim Noah is probably not going to be getting any minutes, so the center position is fine. And then your power forwards, you got Tarek Nava. Maybe you give him some minutes. I don't know. Ron Baker, maybe give him some opportunities as well. I mean, look at Fred VanVleet, his old teammate from college. He's doing great for the Toronto Raptors. So now we have about $32 million in cap space. We can get Michael Beasley back. But I think what you do here, I think you trade. No, you don't necessarily. Let's see. What do we got? Okay. Actually, I think you re-sign Trey Burke and make him run the shooting guard position or something. Like, if you really want to have all three of these guys, do something like that. Make them play together or something. I don't know, because it is quite a interesting thing that the Knicks have going on right now. A huge logjam because Trey Burke came out and played like Allen Iverson some games. So you definitely don't let this dude walk. He's 25 years old. He's definitely gonna want some more money. So I think if you give him, yeah, I'm gonna give him a 3-year deal because, whoa. Decline. Come on, buddy. 2 mil. I'll give you 2.5 mil because I feel like you deserve more money than you're getting. All right, now I give it to him. And now, what do you want at small forward? You get Michael Beasley back, of course. I think you definitely need to do that. He's decent. 7.8 mil. All right, I can live with that. And then for your small forward, what are you going to do at the small forward position? I think, let's see what's out there. If you really freed up enough cap space, you definitely can't get Kevin Durant or Paul George, and they probably won't come to your team anyway. Tyreke Evans is an interesting one. You might be able to convince him to come and play the small forward position, but who knows if he'll really hold up. And then Jabari Parker is another interesting one to me. I don't know if Jabari Parker is actually going to be back with the Bucks because he is a restricted free agent, and a team like the Nets or the Knicks, maybe the Knicks are going to throw money at him. And are the Bucks really going to be willing to match it? I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting because Jabari Parker hasn't played too well this season, of course, coming off injury. So it'll definitely be interesting to watch. Well, I did say I used all my contracts for today. I definitely only offered 2 contracts, but oh well. So now let's see what else we got. Now, Jabari Parker. I mean, this would be a nice pickup for the Knicks. I think if they... No, actually, they don't need him because they have Porzingis already. Small forward, Zach LaVine, Will Barton, Rodney Hood, Rajon Rondo, Alfred Payton. You definitely need a small forward out here. I'm not sure what you could really grab. A small forward of the future would be nice. KCP, he goes down at small forward, so you don't want to do that. Lance Stevenson, Trevor Burker, Al Jefferson. If Lance Stevenson's smart, he'll resign with the Pacers because that's where he plays good. So Kyle Anderson could be an interesting one because he's only 24 years old, and the Spurs, I'm not sure if they're going to be willing to bring him back. Who knows? So I'll offer him a contract. See where that gets us. And then Ed Davis, Omer Caspi. There's just not a lot of good options out here as far as small forwards. I mean, Paul George is here, but really, could you do that? So we get Kyle Anderson, I guess. I can live with that. And then what else do we got? So now we have Amodier, Ntilikina, Tim Hardaway, Ron Baker, Porzingis. We got Michael Beasley back, Kyle Quinn, and Mohamed Bamba. So this team is still very young, of course. I don't really expect them to get good this offseason because they just don't have a ton of cap space to work with, especially with Joakim Noah contract. Unless if they really were like, you know what, Trey Burke is really good. We're going to give him the keys to this point guard. We're going to trade Ntilikina with Joakim Noah and dump his contract. That's something I could maybe see happening, but it would be kind of a stretch for them to do that, I feel like. So that's decent 3 pickups. And then what do we have left? So now we got 19 million cap space. So that's still a decent amount of money to sign someone. So now let's do this. Trey Burke, we're going to move you to shooting guard. You know what? You know what I'm really thinking about? So this is what I'm thinking about. So Trey Burke, as you guys know, he played really good this season at point guard. Should we try to trade Ntilikina with Joakim Noah and dump his contract just to get rid of his contract? Should the Knicks do something like this? Let me know down in the comment section below if you think you should do something like this. I think I might do it, guys. I think I'm going to pull the trigger. Let's see what we can get for Joakim Noah and Ntilikina. Alright guys, so here's my thinking with this trade. So basically we'll be trading Frank Ntilikina and Joakim Noah for Evan Fournier and Terrence Ross. So what is this going to do? So this is going to free up the point guard position for Trey Burke. And then Evan Fournier is going to come play shooting guard or small forward, whatever we can make him do. And then you're dumping Joakim Noah's contract. Terrence Ross is on a 1-year deal, and Evan Fournier is a decent player on a 2-year, $17 million deal. At least he's decent. He's not Joakim Noah sitting on the bench not doing nothing. So let's see if they'll take this. They don't want to do it. They want, whoa, they want to give us Bismack Biyombo for 1 year. That's absolutely not happening, actually. We're not doing that. I'll give you some second-round picks, but I'm not taking on Bismack Biyombo as well. They still want Bismack Biyombo. What if we give you a future 22 second-round pick and then unprotected? Let's do this. Let's see if they'll take this. They still don't want to do it. Wait, what? We're simply losing too much at our backup shooter and our rotation me to accept this proposal. Okay, how about I give you Timmy Hardaway? Just kidding, we can't do that. Ron Baker, I'll give you Ron Baker with it too. Okay, how about another second rounder? Will you do it now? Oh my gosh, they're being really stubborn. So do I really want to include another first rounder? No, not really, but I do want to make this trade go through. Come on, quit being stubborn, man. All right, how about the 2021 New York Knicks first round unprotected pick? Okay, that's actually not realistic. I think this makes sense for both sides. They want to give us Bismack Biyombo, but whatever. We'll take on Bismack then. He's on a 1-year deal. He better not have a player option, Orlando. I'm going to kill you because I don't want him after this, or the Knicks aren't going to want him after this year. But we'll go ahead and do this. This is a big salary dump for both sides. Let's see. Let's do it. All right, so now when we look at the contracts, this Bismack, he has a player option. Oh my god, I just ruined this team. All right, Bismack's not bad. He's 25 years old though, so it's not terrible. But man, I definitely messed up with that trade. But you definitely got quite a bit of money still in your books. All right, so now does Tim or Evan Fournier go? He stays the same at small forward, so we're gonna move him to small forward. And now you got Moutier. Actually, Trey Burke is going to move back to the point guard position. So now you have Moutier going to come off the bench for Trey Burke. Tim Hardaway, Evan Fournier, Kyle Anderson, Terrence Ross is small forward as well. Porzingis, Michael Beasley. And then you got Kyle Quinn, Mohamed Bamba. So very interesting offseason for sure. Not the way I wanted it to go, but like I said, I could see the Knicks trading Frank Ntilikina to give Trey Burke maybe the keys to the point guard position because he played well. I mean, if he could prove it, I don't know. Maybe they would be willing to do it to dump Joakim Noah's contract. But other than that, I think that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and simulate to player progression and see you guys at the rotation. Welcome to the question of the day part of the video. We have 3 questions here to answer, so I'm going to go ahead and start answering them. So with the first question, got Mr. Gonzaga. Do you think the Cavs will still make it to the finals? It's too early to tell right now. I think the Pacers did some damage to them in game 1, but I mean, you really can't count out LeBron. That's just not something you can do. So I think they will. I hope they don't make it because I'm tired of seeing the Cavs and the Warriors in the NBA Finals. It's getting really repetitive, but I think, yeah, they probably will. But and then you got, who do you think Cleveland should draft with the Brooklyn pick? Darnell Alexander asked that. That is a good question. A lot of people have them attached to Trae Young. It depends when that Nets pick falls, but I think if they can, I would maybe take Trae Young. I mean, why not? I think LeBron James might be walking. Trae Young could be decent. He could be like the next Steph Curry, or it could be the next bust. Who knows? But maybe Trae Young. And then, who is in your top 5 true centers in the NBA? So this one's at the top of my head. I might be missing out on someone, but I got DeMarcus Cousins, Karl-Anthony Towns, Clint Capella, Rudy Gobert, and Joel Embiid. I was like, who am I missing? So those, not in particular order. I might be missing out on someone, but those are my top 5 true centers in the NBA. Thank you guys so much for the questions, and make sure to leave your next questions down in the comment section. Hey guys, so this is what we got as a rotation. Trey Burke at that point guard position. Let's see if he can keep it up like he did last season with them cornrows on his head. So cool stuff. Tim Hardaway Jr., the shooting guard position. Evan Fournier at the small forward. Porzingis at the power forward, Mohamed Bamba, Michael Beasley, Kyle Anderson, Kyle Quinn, and Emmanuel Mudiay. I definitely messed up with that Magic trade, I believe. So basically, I got 2 players on the bench really not doing anything. I mean, and they're getting paid $27 million a piece, or not a piece, combined. So Terrence Ross is on a 1-year deal, so that's why I wanted him. But Bismack Biyombo, I definitely messed up with that. I didn't realize he had a player option, so I definitely regret getting Bismack Biyombo. I can take an L there. So, and then, of course, let's make Porzingis the first scoring option, and then after that, whatever they want to do. So now, let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. Let's see how this team does. Probably won't stop at the trade deadline. Probably just go all the way through, and let's see how this New York Knicks team does. I'm stopping at the contract extension deadline just because, you know, if you're the Knicks, you better give Kristaps Porzingis an extension. So we're going to give him his extension right now. Kyle Quinn, not going to happen. Mudiay, definitely not doing that. And Terrence Ross, not... well, I mean, he wants a minimum offer, but it's just not going to work out. So this team's actually not doing too bad. So let's go ahead and continue the simulation. Mohamed Bamba is on the all-rookie second team. Very good stuff for Mohamed Bamba. But this team, of course, didn't make the playoffs. But do you really expect the Knicks to make the playoffs next year? I do not. Kristaps Porzingis did all right. Tim Hardaway did all right. Evan Fournier did okay. Michael Beasley did his thing. Trey Burke not too bad at the point guard position as well. And Bamba, 8 points. Kyle Anderson, 7. And Kyle Quinn, 7. And Mudiay, 6 points. So, not too bad. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys so much for watching. It is much appreciated. Let me know if you did enjoy the video. And, of course, we're going to be doing another one of these tomorrow. I'm not sure what team we're doing next. I got to look at the standings. I've been doing it off the standings like the worst. And I've been doing the non-playoff teams, of course. As soon as that team is eliminated in the playoffs, I'll be doing them the next day. So thank you guys again. Subscribe if you haven't already. Come join Crush Nation. Come see what it's all about. And yeah, this is me, guys, and I'm saying peace.